morning and welcome to the chat on Newsday Amarillo and News Channel 10-2. I'm David Lovejoy.
Hello, everybody. I'm Rhonda Lonnert.
And I'm Chuckalicious, Chuck Williams.
Super Tuesday tomorrow. The Texas primaries take place. Your chance to get out and exercise your vote. Of course, early voting ended on Friday. Today, we're joined by Miss Tamra Dickerson. She's running for the Potter County Tax Assessor and Collector's position in Potter County. Knowing and reading up on Mrs. Tamra, a wealth of time in the position. Started working in Potter County at the age of 17. So has been around this and been in this office and been part of the county for several years. Welcome, Miss Tamra. And she brought her Uncle David with her. A gentleman visiting from downstate, Houston area. Welcome, both of you, to the chat.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Got two Davids going on here. David and David.
Dave's, that's it.
David Dave.
Ms. Tamra, we look across the board at the races being ran and the different positions, and I was thinking about this weekend. There's probably not one position on the ballot that requires more greater or a better understanding of having experience in a job.
Right.
There's some positions that you can jump into and learn and grow into, especially those who have never held a public office or ran for office before. Some of those positions have a growth potential in it. You can grow into the position. You can learn things. But dealing with the county's taxes and the people's money like that, why is it so important that experience be a major part of your resume?
Well, we're a collector for 9 different taxing entities, along with 3 public improvement districts that have actually been added to Potter County the last 2 years. Randall County has had them for a couple of years, but we now have them as well. We have to make sure that those funds are collected and distributed properly to all the taxing entities on a daily basis or monthly. Some of them we just pay monthly. Mm-hmm. Also, the calculation of the tax rate. I help our auditor, or actually our auditor helps me do the calculation of the tax rate for Potter County. We also assist Howland Park and River Road doing theirs as well, and also the Village of Bishop Hills. And that calculation has become very complicated. It's went from a 5-page calculation to now 10 pages. And the appraisal district provides a lot of the information. You have to know where that information comes from, and you've got to make sure that you're doing it correctly and you're not picking up the wrong number by mistake or the wrong value by mistake, or it can make a big difference in that tax rate. And that to me is one of the, it stresses me out every year, but we get through it. And I'm just a perfectionist. And so math is actually my expertise. I was always really smart in math in school. So.
Blessed. You were blessed then.
Yes, very much so.
Not my strong suit. I would never do what you're about to try to do here.
Yes.
So tax collection, distribution, of course, those are the bigs in what you're looking to do. But do you see any other pressing issues that need to be addressed, and how would you go about addressing that?
The pressing issues that I feel are something that I want to accomplish. I know I've mentioned before that Sherry is implementing the queuing system. And so I feel like once we get that in place, between now and the rest of the year, she'll be retiring. And my challenge is going to be getting all of that cross-training done. It's something we've been wanting to do for such a long time. Things happen. We may have an employee turnover just going through the hiring process, because we do 3 interviews when we hire. We test their ability to type and to, count down a cash drawer, because we want to hire people that have dealt with money. And in the past, we have actually, messed up and not making sure that they had ever dealt with money. And that doesn't make for a good turnout.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, a lot of the cross training is really, really going to be my key to, to what I want to bring to the table. I'm open for any suggestions that taxpayers want to reach out and ask. Just because we've been doing things the same way doesn't mean we always have to be. We want to grow. we're even easing in with this queuing system because unfortunately, and I don't want to say it's just the older generation, but it's just people don't like change. I mean, I'm going to throw myself into the mix. I mean, I just turned 49 a couple of weeks ago, and I don't like change either sometimes. But, you know, we know with the times and technology that sometimes change is definitely better, but we do have to ease these people into it. We do have to walk them through it. Something that I have done almost every January is I take over the main phone line for the tax counter clerks. We have 5 counter clerks, and they stay so busy with the customers that are walking in to pay those taxes that I try to relieve them and not have them so interrupted by answering the phone. Besides the fact that I think it's rude. I think the taxpayer that walks in comes first, but we also have to have somebody to answer that phone. And so I feel like just with my experience, I know how to just get out of them, give me your address or the account number so that I can go ahead and get that pulled up quickly and get them, you know, get the call taken care of in a timely manner because we've already got the phone ringing again, you know. And I have actually been walking through people on our website on how to pay the taxes. And I got a lot of thanks for that this past year, but it takes a lot of patience. We get so busy that, you know, we've got to have that smile behind our voice and, you know, just greet them with kindness and have the patience to walk them through that. And I think that's very, very important. And not everybody has that skill. At one time, I may not have been that person to have had that skill. I've had to learn that over time.
Develop it, yeah. Go ahead, Joe.
You know, it seems as though you're depending more on the teamwork issue and attitude to get the job done. Just how just how much of that teamwork is really going to work in your estimation?
Yes, I can honestly tell you that I have the utmost respect for my employees because I do get in there and I do help them do that job. I help open the mail, post the mail, help them do things to get us through that busy season because unfortunately, even if the county wanted to fork over the money to hire somebody to come in and help us during that busy time, you can't train somebody in that short of time. And so, you know, I feel like maybe with Sherry retiring, she would be nice enough to come back and help us out. But you know, mostly when employees leave, they don't really come back. You know?
Right.
Yeah, I'm out the door. Well, Miss Tamra, of course, the voting starts bright and early tomorrow morning. Lay out to the people of Potter County why you are the person who needs to be in this position come Wednesday morning. Why are you the person that needs the vote?
Not only do I have the experience, but the knowledge, the commitment to show up and be there because it is a full-time job. We've had tax assessors in the past. I mean, this would be over 2 decades ago that didn't come in till noon, that weren't there on a daily basis. And I'm sorry, but when customers walk into that office and they want to talk to somebody, the head of the office, you need to be there. And unfortunately, I realize you can't always be there because you do get a lunch hour. You may come in a little bit later or you may leave a little bit early, but you've got to be able to get back to these people in a timely manner. And even though the counter clerks can sometimes take care of it, sometimes they want to hear from the person in charge. Mm-hmm. And you can go up there and tell that clerk or that customer the same thing that the clerk just did, but it makes a difference because it came from you and not that counter clerk.
Tamra is running on a platform of experience, customer service, and teamwork. These are the key elements to this position. She feels she wants your vote tomorrow in the primaries as we continue on. Ms. Tamra, thank you so much for spending time with us and continued success in your campaign the next couple of 24 hours.
Okay, thank you so much. I sure would appreciate people's votes.
There you go. Thank you so much. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more chat right after this.